What is up, guys? Marshall here. Well, guys, I will not be out chasing a freight train tonight. I'm trying to reserve some gas. So I barely have any money to buy gas for my truck right now. So I barely had enough. So what I mean that is, I wanted to save some money and buy something I could walk out in the woods and go fishing and not worried about a snake going around my foot. Now, I saved about $200. I saved about 200, and so let me show you. So I only had enough money to only buy maybe a half a tank of gas with a 10 and two ones. That makes 12. If you put another one, that'd make 13. But for here to do, guys, I got me a pair of snake boots, and they are right here. These are pretty good. They're pretty good boots. They're waterproof until you get right up in here. Besides, these are not water boots. They're not made for you to be up in water up to here. They're made for you to be about water about up into here. But guys, they're very light. They're very stiff right now because I just bought them brand new. These lace up all the way up to the tippy top, and you just tie it. Unloose them. You gotta go start right here. You gotta start right here and work your way up and get them loose off your feet. Now inside, these are padding. These here are like a pincer to snakes. They protect you all the way up to here. I'm not worried about the front. Not worried about that. Not worried about the front here. I was worried about the sides. And at the sides, guys, I've seen people stick needles through them, and I heard them. I've actually seen them stick monarch thorns through them, and that's not what they're made for. They're made for protect you from snakes. They're not protected by thorns. Unless you talk about those big, huge thorns, you're not supposed to climb a tree with those. But they're really good. These are made for the ground. They're not made for you to climb in, and they're not made to get. They're not made for you just to see if they're worth. They're worth to me. People's they have stuck a needle through them to see if they're repellent enough for a needle. No, they're not repellent for a needle. A needle can go through them, but they're repellent for snake fangs. Snake fangs are different than a needle of some means, but it did take a lot to penetrate for a needle, even for a bobby pin. It took a lot, but guys, these are here just for ground and also made for you to go through a little bit of water. These are not water boots, so don't go out in heavy water and stuff like that and soak them up. That's not what they're for. They are made to protect you from snakes like cottonmouths, rattlesnakes, and also snakes that hides in the leaves, known as copperheads. And someone told me water monkeys are venomous. They are a cottonmouth breed. So that's what I got these for me going fishing in and me tracking out in the woods. So it's safer. Now, somebody's pricked a very big thorn through them, but that's not what you're supposed to do. These are made just to be on the ground, not for you to climb a tree in and get a thorn through them. But they were going to come out with the newer model snake boots that zips, and then you can just close them, and then you can just zip them right up. But those won't be out until 21. Until 21, whenever they open up the plant for the snake boots. I got these in a 10 because I'll wear a 9, but I can wear a 10 in a snake boot. So I got these at Sherman Shoes here in town. They only cost about 200, 200 because these are really good. They're a good pair of snake boots. Which to me, I'm not gonna get a thorn in these. I'm not gonna stick a needle through them because that's not what I got these for. And I'm not gonna test them to go through any water. It's about up above my calf. So basically, if I get in the water up to here, that's fine. But I'm not gonna get them up to here because they're not water boots. They're waterproof. They're not a water boot. They're made for water to come up to here, and they're only made to repel snakes. They're not just just something you can just do experiments with, see what it takes to stick a thorn through it or a needle, see what it can penetrate. Anything big can penetrate a shoe. Even I had a pair of steel toe boots, and I stepped on a nail and that went through. So, but maybe in the future they might build a bottom steel toe deposit where that way you cannot get a thorn they'll be waterproof all the way up to the top here, and you can wear them just like water boots. Right now, these are not what they're made for. These are made for you to walk in the woods and go hunting, not worried about getting a snake around your foot and getting a green foot. I wore these. These are pretty good. They put you out of a combat boot. That's probably what they based them off as, a combat boot. There's a layer in here. It just traps the snake's fangs, and they could probably pull the snake's fangs and make them an unfanged snake. Whew. Would you imagine that? A fangless snake to an unfanged snake. But in the future they're gonna come out with the zip ones up and stuff like that. But right now I need a pair of snake boots, and these older pair are pretty good. And I bought the last 10 in Sherman Shoes, so they're really good. They're just waterproof until the certain point right there where you see there's light. So I'm proud of them. I'm not going to track in them like they're water boots. I got water boots for that. I'm only using them for swamp areas, including where I go fish at. There's creeks, and there could be codmouths in that specific area, and their venom is not as potent, but the problem is it can land you in a hospital. And you have to have snake venom, anti-venom, for that specific breed. But they'll keep rattlesnakes, codmouths, anything you want, whatever you're at. Depends on where you're walking. I'd rather not see a snake. I'd rather for them just be out of my way and not be near me. But these are really good boots. But that again, they could be steel toe deposit at the bottom, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to test them or nothing because I do like these boots, and I like them to be watertight a little bit, and I just don't want no holes in them. So basically, I want to take care of these, and then also whenever they get a new pair of those, I'm going to buy those too, and those are probably going to cost about $300, or they might just cost about the same. $200, but 200s can buy these. So buy some now, wear them out in the woods, be safe, don't worry about snakes being around your foot, because we are calling for a warm winter this year, and I'm not pretty sure snakes are going to go up without a fight for the end of the season. I know winter supposed to bring snakes into hibernation, but with the climate we're currently having now, with the jet stream, it's blocked the cold air up north, so Canada's going to be cold for the rest of the year. And we're going to stay nice and warmish here in the southern part of the United States, in the western and the eastern and some of the north parts. Now, there could be a chance snakes can go into hibernation, but that's a 50-50 on that, so I'd rather be cautious than uncautious. So if anybody walks out in the woods, I advise you to buy a pair of boots, snake boots, or lace-up snake boots. You can find them anywhere. You can probably find them in Sharps or wherever you're at, or you can just find them on eBay if you feel like that's the easier way to do it. But if you live near a shoe place and just do shoes, then you will find these. Basically, if you find shoes, then there's usually country people like us out there who likes going hunting and stuff, and they'll have these for that purpose. Exactly, I do like to fish. I'm a fisherman. I do fish near waterways where people do not like going. That's where I like going because there's more fish, or there's no people. I don't like being around unfished areas. I don't like being around unfished areas because unfished areas, you barely get to catch anything. But if you go to, if you go, if you go to an unfished area, you will catch anything. Sorry about that. I should have reworded that. But if you go to a fished area, you won't catch nothing. You'll catch jack, maybe about one bass or maybe two, but mostly it's been cleaned out of most every fisherman out there. I'm a sport fisherman. I'm not out to eat fish yet, but pretty soon I will be out to eat fish. But right now I'm out fishing for fun and letting them go. I like to catch crappie this year, so I'm gonna find out if I can find crappie jigs, fake minnows or tubes or whatever. The Roadrunner, maybe buy some crappie minnows, those real minnows, and just throw them out there because our areas we got a lot of crappie out there, and I'd like to fish for some crappie. I heard there's some striped nose crappie out there where I live with some white and black crappie because we do got calm and heavy turbulent water. So these are pretty good boots. You can tell they're snake boots because of the symbol right there you can currently see. They're really good boots. I tried them on. They're very stiff right now because they're brand new. But the woman said every time you keep wearing them, the more they'll be unstiff. So to me, worth it. Now next time I will have money for gas, which I did put a couple dollars in the gas tank, but I'm not going to spend money just to chase a train right now. But I will chase a train pretty soon, maybe Friday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, but not too far. We're going on vacation this weekend, and we're going down to Galveston, Texas. So it's a paid-for trip. So they're not going with me. I got an aunt who's going to show me a lot of fishing spots down there where there could be crappie and mostly bass. I love catching largemouth, spotted, anything that swims in the water, including a bowfin. Those are really good to catch, but you gotta really have strong string to catch a bowfin because they will snap your line and they will take a hook. They will take the hook and the bait you have on there. They're about like the catfish. They're hard to find, but if you wait at the time of the day or the evening, you will catch them. They're about like catfish. So you just have to throw it out there, live or fake bait, and they'll sit and they'll just go right after it, and you'll just feel the line just start, and you start feeling your line just start tugging, and you're reeling it in, and shoot. I caught one about this size of my boot. Right here. The tip end of the boot to the front of the boot. They're really cool fish. They have teeth, so really you better have some grippers, catfish grippers or regular fish grippers. That's not best for you to grip a prehistoric fish, especially a gar-2. They will bite your finger, and they can cut off your thumb with their teeth. But they're not dangerous to humans whatsoever. You can swim with them and stuff like that. They're not really going to eat you. They really don't go for you. They don't mind you being around them as long as you're not a prime threat. They will run away from you. They do get big. They can get that size of this boot right here, and larger than that. They can be as large as the ceiling to the ground, to the floor. From the floor to the ceiling, they can be that big. So that's a very, very big, long nose, short nose, alligator gar, spotted gar, whatever gar's out there. Wherever you're at, they can get pretty big out in their environment. They're fun to catch and good to release. They're good to eat, but you gotta eat them when they're hot. I know a couple of friends that eats that stuff like that, and they said you really gotta eat them when they're hot and fresh. So guys, have fun out there. Be good, be safe. watch for trains, guys, and always yield for trains, because, guys, stop lookingless, guys. That's what you need to do, guys. Trains do stop. After they hit you, it takes a mile from the stop. So, guys, they do see you, but it takes a mile from the stop. And so things can happen before they stop. And so, because whenever they see you, they hit their brakes, it's over. Even if they don't if they don't apply the brakes, because they can be thinking, well, nobody gonna get across here, and then you jump out in front of them, and they couldn't hit the brakes fast enough. So guys, that's the only thing I can tell you is just be careful, guys. So they just came by about a few minutes ago. So I'm not in the mood to go train chase. I'm trying to reserve a little bit of gas. I got a half tank of gas. I got lucky that 12 was put in the tank. About a 10 and 2 ones made it to a half tank. Now, if I had a 20, it'd probably fill it all the way up, but I think mostly a basically 21 or 22 would fill it plumb up to the rim. But for here to do, guys, I just wish I was getting paid to do this too. I mean, just getting paid for the hobby. You know, just getting paid just to train chase and still enjoy my hobby doing it. But I don't work for anybody, so they ain't gonna pay me anything. Why would they? I'm spending my time out there. I love chasing trains, but it takes money for gas. And sometimes I do get hungry when I'm out there and thirsty. So, for here to do, guys, I wouldn't mind getting paid for train chasing for my gas and stuff like that. You know, giving these companies, you know, something to people to root for and shift for. I don't know what they're carrying tonight. I think they're carrying a couple of box cars, a couple of tankers, maybe a couple of center beams, maybe flat. They might be hauling uncovered hoppers, covered hoppers, gondolas. They could be carrying anything right now, but they should be halfway past by the mill right now. So, guys, they're going to meet up with my other. They're going to meet up with my other brothers in Bryant tonight, and so that way they're gonna go home, and then my friends are gonna drive their train with the local train back in one sloop. So they're gonna hook the local and the midway run together. So it's a local midway run train tonight. So for here to do, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I'm rushing out. Thanks for watching. Just get you some pair of these boots, guys. Don't be doing experiments with them. Don't be doing anything. It could hurt your foot or anything like that. But I'd rather not, hopefully not see a snake. I'd rather just wear them anyway, so that way it just makes me know I got protection. So, alright guys, for here to do, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I'm rushing out. I'll catch you in my next video. That'll be coming out pretty soon. So hope you enjoy this. Hope you like Caitlin. Which that video is now it's supposed to be out right now. It should be done right now, or y'all probably watching it right now. So guys, share, subscribe, and comment if you like. Some of you may have dislikes about the boot, but I don't have no dislikes about the boots. I looked them up on YouTube about them. It's just people. They're not water boots. They are waterproof. They can stand water about up to here. You can only put water about up to here, and that's about it. Because more further, they'll go right into the boot. They're not made for water. I mean, they're made for water. They're made for snake repellent, and they're just not made to be walking in water about up to your calf or up to your kneecaps. That's not what these are made for. These are made to protect you from snakes and water comes up to here. But you know, guys, because I do got water boots, it does come up to here, about the same as these. No, they come up to here, but I got water boots for that reason. I have these for snake repellent and maybe a little bit of water here and there. But mostly, guys, buy yourself some of these and comment if you like them. I have no complaints over the boots. 'Cause I never wore them yet. But I know a couple people has comment on them about they're not as tough on the bottom. But that's because you're just putting yourself in an experiment. These are not made to be for. These are just made for snake repellent and maybe a little bit of water, but they're not a waterproof. I mean, they're not a. I'm sorry, they're not water boots. They are waterproof boots. They're made for water to be up to here, but don't get water up into here because water will go up in your boot. You can get water probably up to here. That's about as far as you can go with those. But for further ado, guys, buy you a pair of these boots and wear them out in there and be safe, be brave, and watch for snakes because they are out this year. So, and they might be hibernating, but I'm not giving that a chance. So that's the reason why I got a pair of these babies. So get your pair of these and share, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Marshing out. Thank you for watching. So I do like these boots. So marshing out. Thank you for watching. And they do look good on my feet. They do look good on my feet. Okay, marshalling out. Thank you for watching. Kiamichi photographer, and